Hi, this is Patricia of JourneyToBestMe.com, all about helping women make the shift from a job of convenience to doing work that lights up her soul and get paid for it, and most of all, live fierce, fabulous, and fulfilled. Coming to you today, want to talk about proving yourself or having something to prove. And the answer is you don't have anything to prove. You don't have to prove anything to anyone but yourself. So I want to say, prove it to yourself. Wake up every day with the mindset of, I'm going to prove to myself that I can do this. I'm going to prove to myself that I can accomplish this goal. I'm going to prove to myself that I can create and live the life that I desire. I'm going to prove to myself that I am worthy, uh, that I am more than enough. Prove to yourself. You don't have to prove anything to anyone else. Uh, you don't have to prove that you are enough. You're more than enough. You're God's beautiful creation. So that's why I say prove to yourself. We got so many people are trying to prove something, trying to prove a point. Just let it go. It's too much energy, too much time wasted. Spend that energy proving to yourself, putting in that work, doing it for yourself, doing it for you, making yourself proud of you, blowing your own freaking mind by stepping up, taking the action that you need to do, not proving something to someone else who probably don't give a rat's booty to begin with. So that's wasted energy and time. You're trying to prove something to somebody that really that's not on their radar, probably not even caring to begin with. So prove to yourself uh, and to no one else, because you don't owe anybody anything. You owe it to yourself to live your best life. You owe it to yourself to pursue your God-given dream. You owe it to yourself to live a life that is fierce, fabulous, but most of all fulfilled, to walk in your purpose, to walk uh, in your God-given purpose and doing the work that you were meant to do all along. That you owe it to yourself, uh, and prove it to yourself that you can do this, that you can do that. You can step out. You can not prove it to yourself that you're not afraid, that you're no longer going to allow fear to hold you back. Prove it to yourself, like I say, that you can accomplish your goals, that you want, prove it to yourself that you can accomplish the life that you desire, the more that you desire, the fulfillment that you desire. Prove it to yourself every single day. Prove it to yourself that you are more than enough, that you are important to you. Prove it to yourself that you are a priority. And what, like I said, what that looks like is taking care of you, taking care of your mind, body, and spirit every single day, making yourself a priority. I talked about that. If you missed Mindset Monday video for this week, go check it out on my YouTube channel. I am JourneyToBestMe.com, JourneyToBestMe on YouTube. So go check it out, but prove it to yourself, because that's the only person you have to prove it to. No one else. I know I've been in situations, especially when I worked in corporate America, and being the only, you know, African American in a group. I've been the only female in the group, and said in the setting, the situation. I've been the only female as well as African American in the group. So, I know in that masculine energy, especially if you work in corporate America, if you're working in corporate America now, or especially me, I don't know about anybody else, but it forces you to feel like you have to prove yourself over and over, which you really, force yourself to, force you maybe to prove yourself, or to have that your masculine energy takes over, your masculine side takes over, and proving yourself and having to, grow some balls and put your big girl panties on, um, to prove something to somebody that you really don't in the end, you really don't have to prove anything to anyone. Of course, go in, do your job, do it to the freaking best of your ability, and knock the socks off someone. Like I say, blow your own freaking mind, but you really don't have to prove anything to anyone. You know, just do your work, do your job, whether that's you're working for someone else, or you have your own business, whatever that is, if you're working for someone else, do your work. If you want to move up, go beyond, above and beyond, but that's you still don't not proving that's you excelling, you being your best self, no matter what. If you have your own business, it's showing up, proving to yourself, that you you your message is important, your work is important to your clients, to your ideal clients, and you are serving them, but you don't have to prove anything to anyone. So prove it to yourself. Once again, this is Patricia of JourneyToBestMe.com, all about helping women make the shift from a job of convenience to doing work that lights up her soul, get paid for it, and live fierce, fabulous, but most of all, fulfilled.